If you want to truly dominate your competitors and increase sales, then you would be really dumb if you don't use Instagram to market your business. There are 8.1 billion people in this world. There are 5.07 billion people on social media, whilst there are 4.5 billion who have access to toilets. There are more people on social media than there are people who have access to toilets, and you're still not using Instagram to market your business. Let's go ahead and fix that within this video. So really quickly, going ahead and getting straight into it, there is a really big reason to why you need to market your business on social media. Instagram is the best short form platform to market any business on, and I would argue that Instagram is the first platform everybody should go and get started on. If your business isn't on Instagram right now, straightforward, giving you the raw information, you'll definitely feel the loss in the future. So let's go ahead and fix that within this video. So first of all, why would you want to market your business on Instagram? There are two reasons why. Instagram has better features than any other short form platform, and secondly, everybody is on Instagram. So let's go ahead and break it down. The reels on Instagram are better than any other platform, first of all. The graphic posts on Instagram are better than any other platform, and most importantly, the stories on this platform is better than any other platform. You can argue with me, you can agree with me, you can disagree with me. This is my opinion, and this is why I believe you as a business owner should get on Instagram. Straight up. So everybody is on Instagram. There are 2.4 billion users on Instagram right now. Even my own grandmother is on Instagram. Take it lightheartedly. This is supposed to be a joke, but all jokes aside, if that does not go ahead and convince you to get on Instagram right now, then I'm not sure what will. Simply put, straight to the point. So how do you actually go ahead and market your business on Instagram? It would be, first of all, smart to understand the algorithm and what the algorithm is if we want to go ahead and play the game that needs to be played. So the social media algorithm is not a person sat there pressing buttons. The algorithm is simply a line of code that measures your content with metrics. Let's go ahead and break the algorithm down. So once you go ahead and post a video on social media, what basically happens is your video is then shown to 20% of your followers, and then it is shown to a portion of people who aren't your followers, but their interests align with your content. Now what the algorithm goes ahead and does is, once it's shown the video to some of your followers and then to some people that have similar interests to your content, what goes ahead and happens is the algorithm measures two things. The algorithm measures watch time, and then the algorithm measures engagement. What do I mean by engagement? Let's cover that first, and then I'll cover watch time. Engagement is basically goes ahead and measures the amount of likes on the video, goes ahead and measures comments, shares, and saves on Instagram. I forgot to put that there, but that's what I mean by engagement. The algorithm goes ahead and posts your video and then checks your engagement. What I mean by watch time is, say for example, a user watches your video once, but the user does not engage within your video, then there is no boost on the video. However, if the user watches your video once, or the user rewatches your video twice, good couple of times, however it may be, and the user engages, so this is, or if the user watches once or rewatches, but the user engages with the video, then what basically happens is the video is shared to more people. And when the video is shared to more people, it's basically going to be a never-ending cycle. So it's shared to more people, then it measures watch time and engagement again, and then it does the exact same thing. So if a lot of people are watching and rewatching your video whilst also still engaging with your video, then the algorithm thinks, oh shit, this is a really great video, let's push it out to more people. In-depth example that what possibly happens is, say for example, it's shared to 100 people, 20%, so 20 people are going to be your followers, and then 80 people aren't going to be your followers. Then what basically happens is it measures both of these groups, their watch time and their engagement. It's going to put WT, and engagement measures your watch time and your engagement. And if it's a really good video, if probably out of 100 of these people, 80% of these people have engaged and watched the video, then the algorithm's going to think, shit, let's push it to 1,000 people now, because it's a really, really good video. And then it keeps on doing that up until people don't engage with the video anymore, and the watch time stagnates, the watch time doesn't increase. And you're probably asking, why would the social media algorithm want to do this? Well, in reality, the social media algorithm wants to keep users on their platform, especially a platform like Instagram. They want to keep users on their platform for as long as possible. So the reason why they do this is because the longer that the social media platform is able to keep users on there, the platform goes ahead and generates more money. Because at the end of the day, people pay the platform to run their advertisements on. So the more people stay on the platform for longer, the better ad revenue that the social media platform would get. So that's the whole reason to why the algorithm does what it does, and the reason why it's so actually quite successful. So now that you know how the algorithm works, what should you be strategizing about next? As a business owner, what should you actually be thinking about and planning about next? So now you should have 3 objectives in mind. You should understand that right now you need to create content that goes ahead and generates leads, goes ahead and nurtures leads, and goes ahead and converts leads. Now you know how the game works. Now you know the line of code that you're up against, the battle that you're going to be constantly facing whenever you go and create a content video. Now you need to understand what you should do next. And that basically is we need to go ahead and create content that goes ahead and generates leads, nurtures leads, and converts leads. But how do we go ahead and do that? We basically go ahead and do that by knowing how to write and knowing how to create a unique visual design identity with your content. What I mean by that is, so a unique style in your video and a unique style within your sound design as well, your audio, as they go ahead and say. So now that we know how the content, the algorithm works, it measures watch time and engagement, we now need to go ahead and create content that is really well written, in the sense of it's got structure, it's got a foundation, it follows a sort of strategy on being able to get people to watch the first 2-3 seconds and watch further. That's what we mean by writing, that it provides the video structure. And if you create a video with structure, with good visual design, and you know that, okay, I need to get watch time and I need to get engagement on this video in order for it to do well, to get me more views and attention, then you're basically going to set yourself up for success, straight up. So in reality, if you want to learn more about how you can write better, how you can create a whole structure around your video and create good visual design, if you want the in-depth walkthrough on what I've just gone ahead and discussed, what you can go ahead and do is to go ahead and click out the pop-up banner in the top right. It will take you to my free 1-hour-long social media marketing masterclass. I'm not going to cover the writing, the structure, the visual design within this video, quite frankly, because it's a 1-hour-long topic and I covered that in that video. So after you watch this video, I would highly recommend you check out my free masterclass, because that's where I give all the specific details that you need to create a well-driven video with sort of a good strategy in that video in general. So yeah. So once you know how to go ahead and do that, you need to now have a strategy in place. Once you now know how to write, once you now know how to create good visual design and stuff like that, you need to now have a strategy in place within Instagram in general. Let me go ahead and show you what I mean. So you go ahead and create content. Once you create content, it generates you views. And once it goes ahead and generates you views, it generates you followers and starts to generate you an audience. Only if you know how to create content successfully. What I mean by that is you need to go and check out that video if you want to go ahead and create content successfully. So once you know how to go ahead and do it, and once you know how to generate views and you start generating followers and an audience, you then go ahead and sell your product and service to your audience. So once you've gone ahead and transitioned from being a business into being a brand, once you've gone ahead and transitioned into having no social media audience or having no social media following, to then now starting to build your following and starting to build your audience, what you need to go ahead and do is then sell your product and sell your service. But let's go ahead and get into that in a moment. I want to get into something else quite important right now. So once you start generating followers and start generating an audience, what you need to firstly understand is that when you gain followers, they aren't just followers. Your followers are leads for your business if you have created content in the correct strategical manner. So once you know how to create content, once you know how to provide structure, have good visual design, have enticing audio design, and your whole video is very attractive, and you attract the right types of people, you attract your ideal audience because of how well you've structured your video, then you don't gain followers. You actually go ahead and gain leads. And I want you to understand this mindset right here. So when somebody goes ahead and drops you a follow, they haven't gone ahead and followed you out of chance. They've either gone ahead and followed you by checking out something you posted or checking out a comment you made on somebody else's post. That is quite frankly a topic for another video. But yeah, let me know if you guys want to go in and hear me discuss that. So by doing so, all they're trying to do is simply figure out who you are. They are simply curious, interested, and want to simply see who you are, want to learn a little bit more about you, and they just want to see who is this guy that's created this really cool, enticing, well-structured video. People at the end of the day aren't dumb, so when they see something that's structured in a good way, when they go and see something that's marketed in a good way, then they go and think to themselves, yeah, you know what? I don't like to be sold to, but I can't lie, that's a fucking well damn written video. That's a really well edited video. I'm gonna give, you know, all credit to this creator because they actually enticed me. And if I'll be completely honest with you, a lot of people don't like to be sold. I don't like to be sold. Even on social media, when I see a really good, structured, well-written video or well-edited video, I actually think to myself, fuck me, that's a bad boy video. I'm going to go and check out this person. I'm going to give credit where credit is due. And that's what I want you to go in and consider. By doing so, they're simply trying to figure out who you are. So when somebody drops you a follow, remember, they aren't a follower. They are actually a lead. So when they go in and drop your follow, they enter your digital ecosystem, as I like to call it. You then can use sales strategies to go and turn them into a potential prospect. You can go and drop them a DM and ask them if there is anything you can go and help them with. By doing so, you then open the door to speak with somebody that may be interested in what you do. If they aren't interested, that is completely no problem. That is fine. They may be if you carry on nurturing them with your content. Because remember, a follower will only stay a follower only if they either unfollow you or they delete their account. Quite simply. So, moving forward, how can you now sell your product and service to your audience? At the end of the day, you can sell through your reels, which is generic, which is probably what you'll go and learn within the free masterclass video that I got ahead and created. But to sell to your audience, you actually need to sell with your stories. I don't mean like a storyteller story. I mean like your Instagram stories, in case you got confused. So this is actually something that a lot of businesses actually go to miss out on. I'm going to give you an example for better context. This is an example of what I go and post on my story alongside my content video. I do this to go and give more context about my content video, to go and help viewers understand my points better in the video. And I have the same CTA to what's in the video to go and help better the conversion and nurturing process. At the end of the day, if you go and look at all the viewers on social media, especially Instagram, content videos, yeah, they can get missed. You can scroll past them, especially if you're following a page. You might go to miss it, or whether you're doing it on purpose or, accidentally, you can miss a lot of content that the creator goes ahead and posts. Whereas a story is really quite hard to miss. I think, me personally, when I go and hop on Instagram, this might be you too, the first thing I go and look at is stories. I click on the first story that's there and I swipe through as many stories as I'm interested in the people's profiles that I follow, click off, and then I start watching the reels. So stories is actually prioritized first over content reels. And as a business owner, if you can understand this, then you need to go and understand that stories is going to be a really, really great sales strategy tool that you can use. It's going to be the most first viewed thing compared to your reels. And if you can provide more context in your stories about your content video, and you provide your content video, you're going to push more traffic to the reel. And if you have the same CTA as your content video, then the people that don't check out your content, go and check out your CTA, check out your stories, and they potentially could go and follow through with you. I have the same CTA that's in the video, and at the end of the day, it's actually helped with my conversion and nurturing process a ton. Especially if you have the story or you have the text where it's written, drop a DM for more or DM me this for more, then it helps a ton, especially if you are a business or brand owner. So the reason why this is key is simply because once you gain a follower, that follower is there to stay until they unfollow you, or go and delete their account. Until then, they will go and see what you go and post. Your active followers will actively check out your stories too. It helps with providing leverage and more conversion. The more your message is put out in front of your audience, the more and more they're going to notice and get nurtured over time. Think about it yourself. When I go and follow a new creator, this is me personally talking about my own experience and what I actually do, assessing my own behaviors. I never go and check out what they go and sell the first time I see their content, nor the second time. I usually go and drop them a follow. And then when I see their cool content again and again and again and again over the space of days or weeks or maybe even months, then I get curious. This then leads me to go and check out what they actually do other than their content. You may be different, but this is how I go about checking out creators and brands. So in order for me to become successful within my marketing for my business and my brand, I simply go and assess my own behaviors, and I go ahead and do that for myself to go and attract people similar to me. So that's a whole topic. Assessing your own behaviors is a whole topic for a different video. If you want to go in and hear me talk about that, drop it in the comments below and I'll be more than happy to go and help you out in that sense. So in reality, that is going to be it for this video in general. If you need further help, what you can go ahead and do is check out my free content marketing blueprint. Going to be linked in the description box below, which will go ahead and take you to my online store. The marketing blueprint is the guide to build you a bulletproof content strategy. Completely free. However, if you want to go and discuss your marketing with me, you can go and book in a call with me. The schedule link is also in the description box below. But yeah, if you go ahead and enjoy this video, drop a like, drop a comment for any sort of questions that you have. I'll be happy to go and help you out in the comment section, or even generate or even sort of create videos about whatever you guys have questions about. If not, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.